Joining us right now, Giuliana and Bill Rancic. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
It's
Good morning.
Good to talk to you. We were actually just talking off the air there about you, Bill. You were just in Billings recently.
I was there a couple weeks ago. I was speaking. I do a lot of lecturing, and I was speaking at a big food conference there. Mm-hmm. And I had a great dinner right in downtown, a little Italian place. I can't think of the name of it.
I'm wondering if it Giuliano's or Cafe Italia.
Cafe Italia.
That sounds right, down on Montana Avenue there, kind of in the historic district.
Yeah. I stayed at an older hotel right down there. It was a nice little hotel, but it was great. I love Billings. Great
Awesome.
town.
Well, that's very cool. We need to get you out here, Juliana, get the whole family.
I know, right, Bill? Invite me next time, my love.
So here's the story. Each of you were known as your own individual people. You each were doing your own thing, and we knew you. And now you've combined forces to create this juggernaut of celebrity and awesomeness.
We call it in the business world, it's a merger.
Yeah, a merger, or in Juliana's world of entertainment, a hookup.
Totally, a total hookup, a juicy hookup. Yes, we are doing a reality show together, and we're going to break that reality show curse that everyone keeps talking about. And trust me, I report on that curse all the time, and all these couples who break up. And I think that Bill and I, if anyone's going to make it, we are, because at the end of the day, we're just kind of we're just traditional, pretty normal people, who just lead these kind of extraordinary lives and have these crazy jobs and happen to live 2,000 miles apart, even though we're married. Yeah. So the show is, as you can imagine, there's a lot of crazy stuff. 1,700 miles, sorry.
The businessman there to correct the facts.
Yeah.
Let's give a little bit of background here. Bill, what did you do, and what are you doing now? Let people know.
Well, many people may know me from the first season of The Apprentice. I won the first season of The Apprentice, and then I became a judge on the show for the following seasons. And most recently, I was doing a show for A&E, a business makeover show called We Mean Business. It's on Saturday mornings on the A&E network. So, but I'm an entrepreneur. I mean, that's who I am, and started out in the cigar business.
Really? It's usually people say like real estate or something like that. Cigars, it's an interesting way to make a fortune.
Yeah, I created the first ever Cigar of the Month club, believe it or not, when I was 23, and people laughed at me and they thought it was a crazy idea. And then 8 months later, we had 10,000 members getting monthly shipments, and no one was laughing anymore.
Exactly. Then they were just pissed.
Yeah, they were pissed, right.
That's awesome. I'm going to credit you as inventing the cigar. Bill Rancic, inventor of the cigar.
Thank you.
Juliana, what's your background like? Obviously, a lot of us know you from working with Seacrest and the gang over there at E! News. How'd you get that gig?
Yeah, I do E! News with Ryan Seacrest over for the E! Entertainment channel. And basically, I went to undergrad, University of Maryland, to College Park for journalism, and then I went to grad school for journalism. And I always knew it's what I wanted to do, and I just kind of set my sights on becoming an entertainment journalist. And I moved out to L.A., and I just worked a bunch of crazy jobs. Like I worked in a mailroom, I was a hostess, I was a PA a bunch of times, a production assistant on different TV shows, and worked my way up to a reporter at E! And then I became the anchor. When the anchors left, they put me as the anchor, and then now I co-anchor with Ryan Seacrest, and it's been a pretty amazing ride. I mean, I feel like a baby still, because I'm relatively young. I mean, I'm in my earlier 30s, and but I've been at E! for like so much of my adult life. I've been there 8 years now, which I can't believe.
I'm in the same boat. I've done the same thing here. I've worked here for like 7 years, and it's weird to think like, whoa, I've given my life to this place.
Yeah, and it's like all these people. When I still feel like I'm the new kid on the block, but I'm really like the mother hen. Everyone, they're all like these reporters who came in after me, and it's kind of wild, But it's an amazing place, and that's why. We did part of the reason we did the show, the reality show, is because it's on the Style Network, which is E!'s sister station. They're both owned by Comcast, and so they came to us and they asked us to tape our wedding and do a wedding special, and it did really well for Style. And so they said, "Would you guys do a reality show? Because people want to see you guys after the wedding." And we signed on. Bill was more hesitant for sure, right, Bill?
Yeah, I was pretty reluctant. I got to be honest.
What was the reluctance?
It wasn't my cup of tea.
Were you worried about it, or the invasion of privacy, or the time it was going to take, or what was turning you off?
I think there's a certain stigma that's attached with those types of shows that I didn't want to necessarily be associated with. But, then we sat down, we talked about it, and we said, well, let's do it, but we're not going to do it like the way it's been done in the past. We're going to keep this positive. We're going to keep it, inspirational, where, a lot of the shows that are on the air today, they're fake, and it's all about cheating and lying and backstabbing, and that's not our life, and we're not going to lie to the viewers. So we kept it very genuine, very authentic, and we've gotten a great response as a result. So that's the way we were going to do it, and it's the only way I would have done it.
That's cool. I've watched the show, actually. I caught it. I knew I had this interview coming up, and I saw it, on. I thought, I'm going to give this, give it a shot. And there's so much great TV on. And I got to say, in the world of reality TV, it's a good show. If you like those relationship-style reality shows, like, it's real, it shows your guys' real life, and it's also really funny. Like, I loved the episode where you're moving in, and Juliana's trying to get that chair to work in the basement.
But that's the story of our life, and that's why we've been getting good responses, is because, it's very relatable, whether you're dating or you've been in a relationship or you're married, whatever. I mean, it's like move-in day. The guy is like, come on, let's just get this in here. Let's get the furniture in here, and then we'll deal with it. But with me, I'm like, every bar stool that's unpacked, I'm like, I'm looking at it, investigating it, making sure there's no scratches. And so, and Bill's like, stop playing with the furniture. I'm like, I'm not playing with the furniture. This is work, but he doesn't see it as work, and it's so relatable. Every single episode, the storylines are just so relatable. Because everyone's been through them. And that's what makes the show really fun.
That's awesome. Is there? Do you know if there's going to be a second season yet, or are we just trying to make it through this first one and then we'll see?
It's a great question. We'll see. I don't know. What do you think, Bill?
I think
it's looking good.
Odds are definitely going to happen, yeah.
Excellent. And, Bill, as a business expert, our company was just purchased by a guy. Can you maybe make a call someday and let him know that the key to business is keeping me employed?
Yes, keeping you happy and well paid.
Thank you very much. I'll pass that message on as from your business expert mind to his. Giuliana and Bill is the show. It's on the Style Channel. It runs Wednesdays at 7 o'clock here in Billings. It's definitely worth the watch. And you guys were both very fun to talk to. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. You're so much fun. Thank you.
Thanks, Juliana. Have a great life. See you guys.
Bye.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.